how is it going? Everything is okay?
Yeah.
Before to start our lesson, I would like to talk about our topic that we took, about the words, and just to repeat everything that we had before. Let's start with you, Rani. Please tell me, let's talk about science. It was our last topic. So, what do you think? What are some signs that you should stop being friends with someone, in your opinion?
No, second part of question.
So what are there some signs that you stop being friends with someone? We were talking.
I think math, because math is mother of all science, and it's very difficult in highest maths.
And how do we translate the word sign? What is it?
Sign, it's
It's знак. Yes, знаки. And what?
Знаки and signs.
And what are there some signs that you should stop being friends with someone? We were talking about it last lesson.
I forgot, sorry.
It's okay.
I'm not believing in science, but
I don't believe.
But I saw a few people who believe in this, and it was very funny to joke on them, the jokes with them, and I'm like accidentally to sing for sign, but it wasn't it.
Okay, so you said that you like to play a joke on these people, yes, who believe in it, and of course you don't believe in it.
It's just very funny to saw on their reaction.
Okay. And do you believe in science, or have you ever received some science?
I believe in science who solve not I believe in science in not big not important things.
Yes, I remember. Yes, you told if it's not important, you can follow the science and believe in it. Okay. What about intuition? Should people believe in intuition, in their intuition?
Sometimes yes, and I too. I had a few moments when my intuition do right decision, and
it helped you.
Yeah.
Okay. We can say you want to say that it depends. Yes, it depends on the situation also. And you had situations when it helped you.
Yes.
Okay, got you. The next one, let's talk about we also were talking about it, and in your opinion, what is the difference between people who always reach their goals and people who don't reach their goals? What is the difference between them?
The difference is that someone is lazy and some people already have plans to reach their goals, and other people just believe in something and try not to do anything.
It's about the character, you mean, about the character of person, yes? Okay, and what about you? For example, have you ever written your goals, and have you ever created some plans for your goals?
No, I don't have goals. I just in future find a good job as well.
Okay. So it means that now you don't have a exact goal. Yes. Okay. The next one. The next question for you. Also, let's repeat some words. What do you think? Does avoiding someone solve the problem? Does it solve the problem when we avoid someone?
It doesn't solve any problem. We just need to talk with people, with this person, and try to say this that you don't want to talk with him because he will think about you different. It's better to talk.
Yes, it's better to talk, and we shouldn't avoid talking to people, even we don't like them, even we have some problems and conflicts with them. Okay, got you. And now let's make general revision. Let's repeat all words that we took before. So how do we translate the word повышение скорости?
Speed.
Yes, как
Ограничение.
превышать, да, ограничение, либо превышать скорость, we can say to speed, yes, ограничение, speed limit. Штраф.
Fine.
Penalty.
If we talk about the road, we can use a fine, yes. Так, водительские права.
Driver
Driver's
Driver's license, yes, license. Взглянуть. Взглянуть, значит, to glance at, yes. Поворачивать куда-то.
Turn.
Smurf.
Turn or to swerve, yes. The next, так, избегать кого-то.
Avoid someone.
Подвести кого-то. Подвести кого-то на машине. Когда мы говорим, ты можешь подвести меня? Can you?
Huge.
Или там у нас была ситуация про вот парня и девушку, кто хотел подвести. We had some situation about, I don't remember their names, but they
I forgot this one.
they had broken up, and after it he offered him to give a lift. Yes, to give a lift. The next one, чувствовать себя одиноко, быть одному дома. To feel lonely or to be alone. Держаться крепко.
Hold. Tight.
Двигатель.
Engine.
Yes, an engine. Okay. I remember, we stopped on the situation number 16. We just wrote the name and wrote the secondary word, one word. Yes. Now let's continue. Yes, we know that we translate nightmare. How do we translate? Yes. Now let's try to translate some sentences with these words. For example, Rally, please translate the sentence. Я видел кошмар вчера.
I saw a nightmare yesterday.
The next example. Я видел кошмар сегодня.
Yes.
In present perfect, yes. I have.
I have a nightmare today.
Yes, I have had a nightmare today, or I have seen a nightmare. Yes. Lana, please translate the sentence. Экзамены – это ночной кошмар для меня.
Exams are nightmares for me.
Yes, exams are nightmares for me. Okay. Now let's listen to this question about the word sweat. Let's listen to it. So, people usually sweat when they run really fast, or when it's extremely hot outside, or when they are wearing warm clothes.
Потеть.
Albina loves watching scary movies, and when she's watching horror movies, she feels relaxed. One day she was watching the Dracula movie alone, and it was very scary movie. When this movie finished, she turned off the TV and she went to bed. And she saw a nightmare. One man with a horrible mask was running after her, and he had a knife in his hand. She tried to run away, but she couldn't. When this man caught her, she woke up in a cold sweat. So yes, to sweat, what does it mean?
Потеть.
Yes, it means потеть or pot. In a cold sweat, what does it mean?
Холодный пот.
И в холодном поту, да, просыпаться. To wake up in a cold sweat. Yes, you can write this translation. Now let's answer my questions, Nurali. Please tell me, when do people usually sweat?
In workhouse situations where they
When
know
do
what to
they-
do,
Uh-huh.
on exam I think it.
According to this situation, that I tell.
Also after nightmares, but I didn't have a situation like this.
Okay. And now ask the same question, Lana. When do people? Already ask the same question.
Me. When the people
Sweat.
sweat.
They sweat when they.
Fast and when they're nervous.
Or when it's extremely hot outside, yes, and when they're wearing warm clothes. Okay, the next question for you, Lana, about Albina. So, does Albina like horror movies?
Yes, she likes horror movies.
Ask the same question.
Does Albina like horror movies?
Yes, she do.
She does.
She does.
Okay, Nurali, and what nightmare did she have?
She had nightmare where man with mask, with knife,
Was running, yes.
running on her
And
catched her.
and she,
Woke up after it.
yes, she woke up in a cold sweat. Yes, ask the same, Lana.
What nightmare of Albina?
Did Albin? Yes.
Did Albina
A man was in horror mask and he was holding a knife in his hand and she was scared and woke up after this.
Yes. Okay, now let's translate. This question, Nurali, please translate. People usually sweat when they.
Люди постоянно потеют, когда на улице жарко, они тренируются или на деле горячей, теплой воде.
About Albina.
Альбина очень любила хоррор-фильмы. Одним днем она посмотрела фильм про Дракулу. Этой же ночью ей приснился кошмар, как мужчина в маске с ножом побежал и схватил нее, и когда она проснулась, она была в холодном поту.
Yes, она проснулась в холодном поту. Okay, Lana, please try in English.
People usually sweat when they're running.
Sweat.
Sweat when they're running fast or when they put on
Warm
warm clothes and
На улице очень жарко.
when it's hot outside.
About Albina.
Albina likes to watch scary movies and
Она наслаждается ими.
she enjoys watches.
И однажды она
And one day she watched Dracula. It was scary movie.
Когда фильм закончился,
When the movie ended, she went to sleep and she had nightmare where she saw a man in a scary mask and he was holding a knife in his hand. She woke up in cold
sweat.
sweat.
Yes. Yeah, he was holding a knife. Yes, he was holding a knife in his hand. Nalin, please one more time in English.
People usually sweat when it is hot outside. They wear more clothes.
And it's очень about running. Когда они быстро бегут.
One day Albina love to watch horror movies.
Loves
Watching
watching.
horror movies. One day she watched a film about Dracula. And this night she had a nightmare where a man with mask and knife ran into her and catched her. When he catched her, he woke up with cold sweat.
In a cold sweat. She woke up in a cold sweat. Caught. Yes, the second one. Catch and caught. When he caught her. Okay, now let's repeat it one more time. Yes. Sweat, it means.
Потеть.
Now let's listen to it one more time.
People usually sweat when they run really fast or when it's really hot outside, or when they're wearing very warm clothes. Albina loves watching horror movies. When she's watching horror movies, she feels very relaxed. One night, she was watching the Dracula movie alone. It was very scary. When she finished watching it, she turned off her TV and went to bed. When she was sleeping, she saw nightmares. One man with a horrible mask was running after her with a knife in his hand in the forest. She was trying to run away, but she couldn't. When the man caught her, she woke up in a cold sweat.
So I hope everything was clear. Now let's make notes. You have 2 minutes. Well, guys, so time is up. Now let's talk about this question, about these words. The first question for you, Inara. Please tell me, have you ever watched some films about vampires? About Dracula, maybe? Or series?
I watch series and movie with vampire, but it isn't horror.
Yes, but it's not the horror movie or horror series, yes?
Can I guess? Like how the name of this serial about vampires, wolves, and others?
About wolves, vampires, the
There was this-
diary of vampires, yes? Series, yes, I know. I know that it's very popular series, yes, among teenagers, but I have never watched it, of course. But I know the actors. Okay, and then another next question for you. And are you interested in legends about vampires? And do you believe in vampires? That probably they existed, maybe.
I don't believe because it's fantastic. It's not true.
It's fiction, yes. Or you can say it's a legend, just. Okay, you don't believe in them. Inara, ask the same question.
Are you believe in vampires?
Do you believe? Yes, do you believe?
Do you believe?
No, I don't.
I don't.
I don't agree.
Okay. So, Nari, have you ever watched films about vampires? Maybe the Dracula.
Does movie for children counts?
Yes.
In my childhood, I watched Transylvania movie about different monsters, and Dracula was there.
Okay, and do you remember something?
No, I just remember how it was. Daily routine of monsters, something like that.
Okay. Now let's change the topic and let's talk about the dreams. Dreams, what does it mean? Dream, it's yes, son and мечта. Yes, we have two meanings for this word. And Nrali, please tell me, do you usually remember your dreams after you woke up? Do you remember them?
I remember I had it, but I can't remember what was in
The details, yes? You don't remember the details. Okay, and have you ever looked for the meanings of your dream?
Yes, one day it was very strange. I remember one very crazy dream. My grandma stayed on train way. Train comes, and when he does show, he disappear and balloons. After train attack and run away.
She disappeared.
Yeah.
Yes, she disappeared. Interesting. And then you and did you look for the meaning?
No.
You was just thinking about it or something.
Yes.
Okay. Ask the same question, Lana, about dreams. Do you usually remember?
Do you remember your dreams?
Usually I had certain crazy dreams.
Okay. And have you ever looked for their meanings? Maybe on the internet? Because some people they look for the meanings. Yes, what it means.
I watched it, just had dreams like someone in school came and shoot everyone. So
Mm.
And where did it happen? Where did it happen?
it was during last year.
Last year, and you still remember this dream. I think that was a nightmare.
It will happen probably.
Can I ask one thing?
Okay.
Were you there and did someone shoot you?
I just watched them. No,
Uh,
maybe I was the only one who helped the shooters. I don't know.
Okay. So let's move on. Next one. Number 7, desperate. 17, desperate.
it's great.
Maybe. Desperate. Let's write down.
Desperate.
There are some secondary words. Intellectual. What does it mean?
Intellectual.
Yes. For example, he is an intellectual man. A master's degree. What does it mean? It
Sebastian
means-
Master.
No, it means magistratura. A specialty. Специальность. Petroleum engineering is a specialty. It's about the oil and gas sphere. It's the name of the specialty. Scotland, I know. I think that you know.
Scotland.
Yes. And CV, what does it mean? CV. Do you know it? CV, no, it's CCV, if I remember. CV, it means resume. And a reply, to reply, what does it mean? It's a synonym of the word to answer. To answer and an answer. Ответ, отвечать. And to go bankrupt. What does it mean to go bankrupt? Обанкротиться. Now let's try to translate some sentences with this course. Lana, please translate. Он очень интеллектуальный, эрудированный мужчина.
He's very intellectual and
Just intellectual.
intellectual man.
То есть тут тоже имеется в виду как эрудированный. Окей. Now, please translate. How can we say? Ну, я закончил магистратуру в прошлом году.
I finished master's degree last year.
Yes. Or I got. Yes, I got master's degree. Как я получила, можно так тоже сказать. I got a master's degree, my master's degree last year. Okay. The next one. How can we say? Я люблю свою специальность.
I love my specialty.
Yes. The next one. How can we say? Я изучаю инженерию. Petroleum engineering.
I'm learning petroleum engineering.
Yes, I study. Yes,
Study.
just I study petroleum engineering. It's a specialty about oil and gas, about these spheres. The next one, Alana, let's translate the sentence. Я отправил свое резюме сегодня.
I sent my CV
See.
today.
Yes, I have sent my CV today. Ilnara, let's translate. Эти компании обанкротились в прошлом году. These companies
Went
bankrupt last year.
Yes, these companies went bankrupt last year. Okay, now let's listen to this situation about one man, about Murat, for example. It's a long situation, but I think, I hope that you can understand it. Let's listen. So Murat is a very intellectual man. He finished all levels at this nation and he passed the IELTS exam. He graduated from a Kazakh British Technical University in Almaty, and he received his master's degree from Aberdeen University in Scotland. And his specialty was petroleum engineering. And when he was studying in Scotland, he was one of the best students. When he returned to Kazakhstan, he was sure that he would find a well-paid job easily. And he sent his CV to 53 companies, but he never got a reply. And he asked his friends and relatives for help, but no one could help him. Because the oil prices were low and many oil companies went bankrupt. That's why it was very difficult to find a job in the oil industry. So he was desperate, and because he didn't know what to do, he had no money and no job, so this situation was desperate. What is the
Депрессия.
Yes, desperate, it means отчаянный. То есть быть в отчаянии, да? Отчаянный.
Просто отчаяние это переводится как
Yes. Отчаянный, yes. Okay, now let's answer my questions, Nurali. Why is Murat intellectual man? Why is he intellectual? Потому что он закончил все уровни, сдал IELTS.
Because Murat ended all nations levels. He passed IELTS very well. Also, he ended Scotland University, one of the best students.
Yes, he was one of the best students. Okay, ask the same question.
Why did Murat
Why is he?
Why is he intellectual?
Because he finished all levels and he passed IELTS exam, and he could get to Scotland.
Yes. The next question for you, Lana, and why couldn't Murat find a job in Kazakhstan? A well-paid job in Kazakhstan? Because about companies.
I don't remember what was his situation.
You don't remember why? Okay, then now do you remember why couldn't he find a job? A well-paid job?
Because it is difficult
Because yes, oil prices were low and many companies went bankrupt. Yes? Okay, now let's answer. Prices were low.
prices were low and many companies went bankrupt.
Yes, the same question.
Why?
Why couldn't?
Why couldn't Murat find a job?
Yes.
Because gas prices was really low and a lot of companies went bankrupt.
Bankrupt, yes. Were low and many companies went bankrupt.
Низкий.
Okay, now let's try to translate. Inara, please translate the beginning. The beginning of the situation. So Murad is
Мурат из
просто перевод.
Мурат очень интеллектуальный, он закончил все уроки в Destination и стал экзамен IELTS. Он учился в Казахском британском университете в Алмате. Когда он выпустился, он пошел на магистратуру в Шотландии.
And he was studying.
Он учился в Шотландии на...
He was studying petroleum engineering. Yes, engineering.
Он учился на инженере.
And he was the best student.
Он был лучшим студентом.
Okay, and now the next one, Nurali, please continue. When he returned to Kazakhstan.
Когда он вернулся в Казахстан, он думал, что легко найдет себе работу, однако, когда он подал свое резюме в 53 компании, ему никто не ответил. Он обратился к помощи к друзьям и родственникам, но они тоже не смогли помочь. Потому что цены на
Нефть и
нефть
газ.
и газ были очень низкими, и большинство компаний обанкротилось.
And that's why it was difficult to find
Это причина, почему он не мог найти хорошо оплачиваемую работу, и он впал в депрессию.
He was desperate, он был отчаянен, because and he didn't know what to do.
Ни денег, ни работы, ничего.
And this situation was desperate.
Ситуация была очень отчаянной.
Yes. Ладно, please try it in English.
Murat was an intellectual man. He finished all levels in his nation and he passed the IELTS exam. And after this he finished the university in Almaty, British and Kazakh University.
Yes. И он получил свою магистратуру.
And he got his
His master's degree.
master's degree and his specialty was
Petroleum.
petroleum engineering.
И он был лучшим студентом.
And he was the best student there. This he sent
He returned to Kazakhstan.
he
Yes.
returned to Kazakhstan.
So now please continue.
Returned to Kazakhstan and he
Он был уверен, что он найдет работу легко.
he was sure that he would get a job easily.
Easily.
He wrote,
Он отправил свое резюме.
he sent about 53 CVs, but no one
Replied
replied him because the price of oil was low, and many companies, these companies were bankrupt.
Went bankrupt.
Нефть.
Oil.
He asked, he asked his relatives to help him, but they couldn't. This situation is desperate.
И он сам тоже был в отчаянии.
And he also was desperate.
Because he had не было денег, не было работы, he had no money.
Because he had no money, no work,
And no job. Yes. Okay, now let's listen to it one more time.
was a very intellectual young man. He spoke English perfectly because he finished all levels at the Destination Center and passed the IELTS exam. He graduated from a Kazakh British Technical University in Almaty, and he received his master's degree from Aberdeen University in Scotland, the UK. His specialty was petroleum engineering. When he was studying in Scotland, he was one of the best students there. So, when he returned to Kazakhstan, he was sure that he would find a well-paid job easily. Murat sent his CV to 53 companies and never got a reply. He asked all his friends and relatives for help, but no one could help him. The oil prices were extremely low and many oil companies went bankrupt. That's why it was extremely difficult to find any job in the oil industry. Murat was desperate and he didn't know what to do. He had no money and no job. The situation was desperate.
Okay, so now make notes. Okay, so our time is up. Now let's talk about these words, about the situation. Now, Nari, the first question for you. Please tell me, would you like to pass IELTS exam, the IELTS exam?
Yes. But for the moment it's more difficult. I watched a few videos about IELTS and differences from 6 and 8 points, and it looks very hard because you should write information shortly and correctly.
Okay, look, why? Would you like to pass this exam?
IELTS, SAT and other exams, you should have it if you want to enter Nazerke University or university like this, on this level, like Nazerke.
And that's why you would like to pass this
Yep.
exam, yes? Just for your future, just for universities. Ask the same.
Do you like to pass IELTS?
Do you want to
Do you
pass?
want
Yes.
to?
Do you?
I want to pass the exam in future, but now I don't need this. Because if I have wish to study abroad, I will pass. And that's all.
Okay. And do you have friends, maybe relatives who passed this exam? Who had this experience?
Yes, I have some of them that studied in UK and they passed this exam.
And what did they tell you about this exam? Was it difficult for them?
They said it's not difficult if you know English and you speak Turkish.
Yes, if you know English well, it says it sounds difficult. Yes. Okay. The next question for you, Lana, also about studying abroad. What do you think? Is it good that many our young people they want to study abroad, not in Kazakhstan?
Like some of them want to study in Turkey and they study in Turkey, but it's no different if you study in Kazakhstan or Turkey because in Turkey you couldn't get a well-paid job because they also don't have work in Turkey, and some of them study in Poland because it's free, but you have many problems there.
With documents, for
Yes.
example, with the language,
Yes.
this Polish language.
They just abroad, but they're in poverty, so it's better to study in Kazakhstan.
So you mean that in some cases it's just better to stay there to study in Kazakhstan instead of going abroad? Yes. So some people they just do it just to tell others I study abroad.
Yes.
I got you. I got you. So ask the same question, Lara.
Do you think it's good to study abroad?
Is it good that many people they choose study abroad, not in Kazakhstan?
Yes, I think it's good because you can get new knowledge.
You can get new knowledges. Yes, just knowledges.
You can know. You can find out their culture. But you will completely
Far
from her family and relatives, and you need to be
self-dependent.
And you need to solve your problems by yourself.
Yes, yourself. By yourself. Okay, got you. So you think that it's good when young people they choose to study abroad because they can get a good education, knowledges. Okay, the next question for you now, and if it's good, should specialists who studied abroad get higher salary than people who studied in Kazakhstan?
In different situations, some people have
Higher salary, yes.
salary if they study in Afghanistan, and some people also. But some people who study abroad, they can get not
Yes, I got you. You mean that it doesn't matter you study in Kazakhstan or abroad. Even you study in Kazakhstan, you can get a good salary in Kazakhstan. Yes, you mean? Okay. Ask the same, Radin, about salaries. То есть следует ли людям, которые учились за границей, получать больше, чем людям Казахстана.
People who studied in Kazakhstan,
Abroad. Abroad, yes.
studied abroad, get high salaries than people who studied in Kazakhstan.
And the question, is it normal?
Is it normal?
Kazakhstan like country has big potential in all spheres, but a lot of international companies already in Kazakhstan, and if как сравнивать? Compare Kazakhstan and countries like England, Scotland, we're losing in all spheres, and it's normal to
As it they get
get more
money, yes?
money.
Okay, got it. So now let's repeat all these words that we took today one more time. So how do we translate the word просыпаться в холодном поту?
Wake up, we say,
Sweet cold.
Cold sweat, yes. The next word, how do we translate the word отчаянно?
Desperate.
Desperate, yes. Он был в отчаянии. He was
in
desperate.
desperate.
Yes, just he was desperate. Okay, so and now about your grades for today's lesson. So Lana, Nrali, 9.5 and Inara 9.3 because you were just late. Try
I was
not-
late too.
but only 1 minute, but not. Please try not to be late, of course.
I was in dental center.
In the dental center. Okay. So, do you have any questions for me? Okay. So, if you don't have any questions for me, our lesson is over. Goodbye and see you next week. Have a nice week.